Okay, so once again I'm going to do a 1 versus the AI survival mixed with a sort of faction overview, and I've decided that I am going to be Mordor. I'm going to just do a regular battle as well. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy up here. I did the Beacon of Gondor last time, but that's mostly an open battle anyway. This time I'll just do something more simple. And so yeah, I'll see you when the battle's about to start. Second time's a charm. Now, I'm going to deploy in exactly the same way. I'm going to deploy on this hill again in the V, because it didn't seem like they had a lot of answers for that. And this time I'm going to be sandwiched between two right from the start. Well, I could deploy way over there. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually, because it looks like then I won't be surrounded immediately, and I can also point my V a little bit more to the centre. Got some stakes behind my pikes in case the cav somehow manages to wriggle its way through. Then we have my general back here. I'm going to put him over here actually, so I can get back and out pretty easily. Right. And then my reserves, which are currently too large to fit in this area. Okay. Well, I'll put my Black Numenorians over here then. Black Numenorians, very good. The only unit that Mordor has in terms of cavalry, but it's a very good one. The only real downside to it is there's not a lot of them, which is kind of unique for Mordor, other than the trolls. The fact that there's not many of them, even the giant spiders have got a huge unit, but they're just ridiculously overpowered. You'll never be allowed to use them. Okay, let's start. Are they in range already? They aren't. What are Harad going to do? They're the smallest force, so they're going to charge in, aren't they? Alright, I'm not going to skirmish them to death. Otherwise I'll break them almost immediately. I will commit my trolls if I need to, though. Gondor is at least in the middle. Eriador will be the last line. Their battle-ready Dunedain late on in the game may prove to be pretty effective. These guys are really the stars of the show for Mordor. The Olag High. They just do so much damage and they just never die. Guess I'll put the V set up. I mean, this is a fairly large gap, but I mean, I've got everything pretty much covering it, so not terribly concerned. They don't look too eager to engage me, well, I could make them. Got a chevron on my catapult, so it shouldn't be too wildly inaccurate. What are you doing? Can you not hit it from here? Okay, looks like you can't, so you can get back in position. Why is it letting you target them then? That's weird. Okay, let's speed this up. Well, at least Harad aren't being too gung-ho like Gondor were in the last game I tried. This more an on-guard unit will simulate sort of like you not just being able to spam your strongest units, so they're pretty good in Skilltron though, honestly. They're pretty cost-effective. One of the more cost-effective spear units in the game, honestly. But they're not going to win any prizes for being overall too effective. They're just effective for their price points, which is something most spears actually can't say. Militia are just too terrible in general, and the high tier spears are often too expensive, with the exception of probably the Citadel Guard, which I have given to Gondor. Like, are they actually going to move forward as one? Or are they going to wait for Eriador? No, it looks like Gondor is going to go straight for the kill. Okay. That's kind of an odd choice. I guess the AI for Gondor feels confident. Can you fire? You can. I also don't have any qualms about firing on them. you know what? You guys have switched on guard mode for all my line. Oh god, I haven't. Target those Swan Knights. I'm surprised Harad is not attacking. There's their cavalry militia. Gondor infantry, a pretty good unit to target. Those Swan Knights are even better unit to target there. Okay, I'll tell you what. We are going to have some infantry over here and ready. I still have a fair amount of troops, honestly. Not enough to deal with 3 armies worth if these were players, but honestly the hill is making this kind of awkward for me. At least that's what it seems like. They're sort of below the crest. Well, now they're not going to have a great time if they keep doing that. They're just going to form up and sit there. Please tell me that's not what they're going to do. I'm just going to shred them to bits with my archers if that's the case. They're waiting for Eriador, aren't they? Well, I mean my ammo will pretty much all be spent for them, so I guess it's fine. They're just going to sit there and let me shoot them. Oh, that's Harad moving. I think Eriador might be close enough that the AI feels like it's fine to attack now. Huh. They are going to try and go for the front again, which is the weak spot in my line if there is one, but this is still hard to get through. These Moradon guards are... they're not easy to break down. Cool screenshot. And still, they do not want to advance. Interestingly enough, I'll be able to use my Uruk archers as melee troops if this keeps up, which just makes holding the line that little bit easier. What about those Swan Knights? How are they doing? Not great. I gave them 2 units of Swan Knights and they are wasting them both. Oh, looks like Harad is going to threaten an attack though. And there's Eriador. Eriador probably the biggest army. Okay, here they come. And they are going towards the centre, I believe. Haradran Spearmen, Hishari. You're not attacking anything, are you? You attack the Citadel Guard. Might be able to general snipe. Ah, I see. What they want to do is get into the side of my pikes, which they are kind of doing. But they're not going to get much done with numbers of that magnitude. Okay, so we have no archers left. That's okay, we still have our catapult.
Something changes in the course of battle.
Yeah, this is a little bit better, because it's suggesting I have no chance at all. It was a ballsy move. I need to keep something in reserve for when Eriador shows up, so I'm only comfortable with using 1 more Uruk unit over here. How's my line doing? Balance of forces is even. Those are dismounted Swan Knights. Let's try and target them. It's a bit risky, I might hit my own men doing this, and that would be catastrophic, but... Right, let's get out of guard mode. You guys... What are they doing? Showering? They are trying to flank, so... Alright, you guys get in there and attack them, and you guys get in there and attack them. Using one of my archer units in melee this early. I mean, a lot of their units are routing over here, which is good. Ugh, I think I just cut a hole in my own line. That's not great. Okay. Well, let's get my archers ready to plug the gap. Oh, hang on. No. You guys go down there. There's a fight going on. Okay. I still haven't engaged Eriador at all, which concerns me. In fact, I'm going to shoot at them with my catapults. Ultimately, I think my trolls are going to be the thing that carry the day, though. This might be an area of the line that actually breaks at some point, so I am going to... Actually, no, the trolls can handle that. I'm going to keep these 3 units of orcs even back in reserve. Oh, that's not good. Cut a hole right in my spear position. Well, you accept the risks of catapults. The lumbermen are coming up around here. They are not going to get anything done against the halberds. Not in this position. Neither are they going to get anything done against the trolls. They're deploying the cavalry, but they're not really using it very well. And they are charging into the pikes. It's ambitious of them. My victory seems certain over there, so we do need to reinforce this line. Make sure it does not collapse. That attack, however, collapsed, so you can attack them. These Hashari are dying, which means we'll soon be able to... Right, okay, it's time for the trolls. This was a bad mistake to get your cavalry this close, my friend. Goodbye. Victory seems certain. That's not going to last very long, let me tell you. Unbelievably, they're not dropping immediately. Right, now you guys get in there. What's going on this front? Well, they have kind of arrived here, but they haven't swung out very wide at all. So let's punish them for that. Just keep firing the catapult off at random units. Trolls doing an awful lot of damage. This section of the line is doing okay. Doing a lot of damage with my catapult as well. So what's it looking like? We've lost more men. That's not good at all. Okay. Right, well you guys... Alright, the lumbermen are breaking. So, you can attack the bandits. We're going to swing the trolls out around here. These trolls over here are doing a fantastic job at destroying these axemen. That's a lot of... We need to get in over here, I think, with our trolls. Actually, no, you,
Only half the enemy force
unit of
remains.
Uruks can go over here. They're about to get run down by the trolls, which is pretty funny. Bandits are routing, that's not really terribly surprising. The hobbits are routing in the face of the Olag High.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, bandits, you can get attacked by the Uruks as well. We're losing our Mornon Guard pretty badly, so we're going to patch up the line here and there. Citadel Guard, let's target them with the catapult. You guys get over here as well. You don't need to be in guard mode anymore. Just get in there. Get stuck in. Hold the line. Battle ready Dunedain coming in for the trolls. Might be something to be concerned about. We might lose a couple, but I doubt we'll lose any more than that. What are you guys doing? You're not in battle. Why are you not in battle? Destroy this Citadel Guard. You get in here. You patch up the line a bit more. Right, I think it's time for the Black Numenorians to go over on this front. Another unit of Uruks can go this way. Power of the trolls is just too much. Let's try and hit those hobbits over there. Halberds are not doing fantastically. What units of Uruks are breaking?
Half our force remains.
The ones over here. Okay. Are there cavalry running around? That is the question. We should be able to break these units over here without too much problem. Right, you're just becoming a liability. And you're sat there anyway. Let's guard this line of this unit. Let's get more Uruks down there. Let's change the position of the line. Oh god, my general's taking a horrendous beating. So there's one of my troll units. I need to get another unit of Uruks in there. I don't know what my general's even doing, but sod it. Commit them all. Fortunately down here things are looking a lot more rosy. Still got that deficit there. We need to really close up. They're in battle. Well, that's more of them. In fact, they're routing because of that. Causing a lot of damage. Just my trolls being in amongst it, really. I need to get them out of melee, really. What are you guys doing? Pursuing breaking units? Let me tap them. Well, that's a lucky shot. That's the Serpent Guard. They haven't been committed yet then. What are they doing? Well, they are going to be now. Spoke too soon. Let's use the Black Numenorians to try and break them. Ultimately, They didn't do a terribly good job attacking me. They attacked kind of in stages. They should have waited for Ariador. But, you know, what are you going to do? Right, okay, get out of Spear Wall. Just... Oops, there we go. Just charge. Try and break the units wherever they may be. Right, you guys get out of Skilltron, get out of guard mode, help out your fellow spears, and you do the same.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
What are you guys doing? Shari? Ooh, they've actually got through. It's unfortunate. Okay. My line did in fact collapse, eventually. They should break pretty quickly. A small unit of Marines. Need to take care of this battle-ready Dunedain as well. This troll is still going. Got guts. Okay, you kill the Hashara. And they are broken. You too can kill the Hashari. Yeah, they're breaking now. Which is good because I'd... What are you doing? Get in there. Right. And you can also
For the moment, the fortune of
attack
battle
them.
goes our way. Let's pray it remains as
It's
such.
just my general left in my general unit. Without Suzu. Oh, he's over there. He's right in the thick of it. He's gonna die. Which is something I don't need. I'm gonna that's why I'm charging him into Citadel Guard. I'm an idiot. Screw it. More on guard.
If we continue like this, we will smash.
And their army is breaking. Mordor aren't really meant to be used defensively like this, and I think you can see why, because their units break too easily for this sort of battle. They're meant to be the ones doing the overwhelming. But, again, you can't really get around how good the Olag High are. They really did win this battle for me. Like, you just sort of point them in the right direction and they get to work. What sort of... Kill them. Trolls can do the mopping up. There's my general. He's done well. Although the Black Numenorians, I did misuse them a little bit. Again, they're not ideal to be used in a situation like this. What are they doing?
We've captured the enemy's general.
Looks like
Guard
he's
him
dead
well
to
and
me.
make it so he can see us defeat. If we continue like this, we will smash
Something's
him.
over there, isn't it? There's a unit of Uruks and they're fighting the Serpent Guard. Okay. Well, we'll send over some of our best units to deal with them. They're routing, they're routing, they're routing. Everything is routing. Okay. I think my trolls can mop up the Serpent Guard, and I think that'll be it. As to whether oh, yeah. Okay. And yep, the Olag High, stars of the show. The archers were allowed to get that many kills, really. The catapult did okay, but it also killed a lot of friendly troops, so... As to whether I think Mordor is the best evil faction, for me they aren't. Purely because the basis of their army just is trash, essentially. Like, even the Uruks don't tend to be particularly sturdy in the face of stern opposition, which is why in a defensive situation like that, Mordor isn't the best. Even the trolls are better when they're used aggressively, so I don't know. I prefer both Rune and Harad, and maybe Isengard as well, to Mordor. So basically any evil faction that doesn't have trolls, which is weird because as a single unit, trolls are certainly the best thing that the evil factions have, but I don't know. I mean, personally, I think Rune might just be my favourite evil faction, but again, that's a discussion for another time. As for who I'm going to do next, probably the High Elves, or one of the two Elven factions, just for another philosophy on this mod. Again, we've had one of the Kingdoms of Men, we've had an Orc army, and now we'll have an Elven army. It's one of the archetypes, really, but we'll see.